This week on Chasing the Sun, we invite some outdoor riders to Panama City Beach for some southern hospitality.
Oh, get it in, Todd.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen deer in an ocean.
Go on the outside, make them go back.
This is insane. Okay, now this is getting to be a really interesting trip, and we have yet to even cast a line.
The FWC and the city of Panama City Beach, they've all combined their efforts and monies to deploy some of these super reefs, and they're these big limestone structures. There he is, he's on it. Keep it going, look at it.
Yeah, hook up, yeah, baby.
Chasing the Sun is brought to you by AFCO, American Fishing Tackle Company. Yozuri, fish the best. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Marine Max. High's Toggery, premium clothing for men and women. And by Berry Topsider. On a typical spring day in Panama City Beach, there's plenty of activities to keep you entertained. But today, Justin Leake and Todd Jones are taking our guests just a couple miles out into the Gulf. Brian Hendricks and Paul Rackley are outdoor riders who both know of the area but have never fished here. Justin and Todd are going to show them what's typical for these waters, and even a few surprises.
I am here on an inshore saltwater trip.
The first time I was here was 1974, and there were a couple of things that stood out. It has grown a lot and spread out a lot, but yet at the same time, it really has kept that flavor. That it's not the fast-paced, go type of thing that you expect from a lot of places. Panama City seems to have been able to keep the things that made it special that I loved about it then as a kid.
Yeah.
I come back to it all these years later and I recognize the place.
Yes.
And I recognize the vibe and the feel of it. And I just instantly felt very at home here.
It's a family destination. You don't really think about, the fishing. I'm a little surprised by the variety. I mean, they're telling me they're catching, tarpon, sailfish, tuna within sight of the condos.
All right, Brian, we're gonna show you a little variety of what we have here. We're gonna hit these nearshore reefs. That's one kind of neat opportunity we have here in the Panhandle area is we have 70, 80 feet of water within 3 miles of the beach. And a day like today, we're gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna see a variety of reef fish from snappers to jacks to kingfish probably, just a wide variety. We'll work the whole water column and see what we can find.
All right, we're off to go get us some live bait right now from the bait barge. So we can go catch us some of these American red snappers. Well, this is our one of our weekends of snapper fishing here. So these bait guys here have been working their butts off all week to make sure they got plenty of bait on the barges here. And Jackie right here is the main bait guy here. He's getting ready to anchor the boat up. He just got through catching bait. So we're gonna come right over here and go get some bait from Jackie. mainly what we're going to get right here is going to be cigar minnows. And cigar minnows keep really well in their pens and stuff on the live bait barges. So when we're snapper fishing and, you know, sometimes king fishing, we'll use this, mostly snapper fishing, we'll use the cigar minnows.
Thank you, sir. Hey, you guys have a good day, man.
Yes, sir.
A couple deer have lost their way and are headed out into the Gulf.
Hey, they're just out for a stroll.
This is insane. I've never seen deer in an ocean.
Go on the outside, make them go back.
Just a little nudge gets them back to the beach.
Okay, now this is getting to be a really interesting trip, and we have yet to even cast a line.
Flip this out here. See that? Like giant bass.
There's not much of a better way to catch your first amberjack than on a topwater plug like that.
This is a nice big old red snapper. It is just scaled on both sides from a Goliath grouper came up and ate it.
Brian, this is one of the artificial reefs that the city of Panama City Beach built out here. They've really gotten involved in building these artificial reefs out here.
We're on one of our created reefs right here. This is actually an airplane.
F-111 Voodoos, aren't they?
That's exactly right.
The voodoo hole.
That's right.
Got it.
And it is fairly shocking, but I mean, just months after they put them down, these amberjacks moved in on here. Those amberjacks love these metal wrecks. And what's neat is we're so close to the beach. Sits exactly 3 miles off the beach, and they're already coming up on the surface. We hadn't even put a bait in the water. These jacks are all over.
If you take this right here, and you're just gonna kind of flip this out here, throw it out there a ways from the boat, just kind of plug it along. It's like, hey, it's like topwater fishing for giant, see that? Like giant bass.
Oh, get it in, Todd.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me right now?
No!
You're supposed to let him cast it.
I was showing him how to throw the plug.
I saw him biting it the whole way, and you slowed it down and caught him. I saw that. Your caught just like hooks the fish up in the ham's rod. They go, okay, here you go.
As soon as we pulled up, I actually was just demonstrating, doing that little demo of how the plug, what to do. We threw it out, and they just came right up to the top.
There he is. He's on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Look at that.
Ah, hook up. Yeah, baby. Keep it high, baby. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's it. Just let him dig a little bit. He's gonna go.
I love this reel.
That's Shimano's Saragossa, and that is like a saltwater specific, built for this type of stuff.
I love it.
It's built to handle braid, and you know, ultra smooth, ultra tough, and it's perfect for this type of fishing. Because braided line and those smaller reels like that are really tough, are what really created this type of fishing for us. Look at all his buddies following them right there too. See the other fish with them? They school. Like I said, they're real aggressive. And you'll see also this Yozuri plug right here. We took the treble hooks off of it.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna release all these guys. So we replace the treble hooks with just a single J hook, and it surely makes it better on me and better on him.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. First
Here.
amberjack, never caught one.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I tell you what, there's not much of a better way to catch your first amberjack than on a topwater plug like that. That's pretty cool.
All right.
Okay, now cast towards that boat. There you go.
Oh
Okay,
man.
yeah, they're hitting at you. But twitch.
Not very good angles,
Yeah.
are they?
Okay.
got
Okay,
one.
now you got him. Now you got him. All right, there you go.
They ain't the very best aim, are they?
Well, they're just hammering that thing.
The problem is you start getting tired after a while.
We started off with an amberjack, which was actually a pretty good size amberjack. This was probably close to a legal size one. And now it has turned into some sort of sea monster. So I'm not sure if it's a Goliath or maybe a big bull shark. Not 100% sure what it is. But it's something that's hundreds of pounds now. Oh my goodness, pull it over here. That is a ginormous red, oh yeah, it was a Goliath. Look at this thing. What we had initially, we thought maybe it was an amberjack that hit it, but it was this is a nice big old red snapper.
And you can see.
Yeah, and it is,
Oh my goodness.
it is just scaled on both sides from a Goliath grouper came up and ate it. And we had the Goliath on for quite a while, as you could see, and he finally decided he was having enough and he spit the fish out. So I think what happened, if you look at the top dorsal on that snapper, it's all banged up. I think the snapper actually got wedged in the grouper's mouth.
Oh man. Now will this thing live even since it's been scaled?
Oh yeah, he'll be
Okay.
fine. He'll be fine.
It's hard with the growing population and growing fishing pressure to keep up, you know, with your fish stocks, but we can actually do that by building these new structures. Click, 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 reel, reel, you got them. While we're riding out here to fish today, we're gonna stop, make a quick stop and see this reef deployment. The FWC and the city of Panama City Beach, they've all combined their efforts and monies to deploy some of these super reefs, and they're these big limestone structures. One neat thing about this area of the coast is we have a lot of natural limestone bottom already, but as the population grows, this is actually a way that we can keep up with the growth of the fishing pressure is by adding new structure out there. We actually create new habitat and actually create a bigger biomass of fish. It's hard with the growing population and growing fishing pressure to keep up, you know, with your fish stocks, but we can actually do that by building these new structures. And if we can keep these combined efforts like we have, and everybody working together, you know, we can create new habitat and have plenty of fish there for all of us to catch. A lot of people have come together. There's a lot of local people here, the FWC, Panama City Beach. I know the Guy Harvey Foundation donates money to this. And I actually had an opportunity to talk with Dr. Guy Harvey about these reefs. And it's one of the unique ways that we can keep up with an expanding population of fishermen. A lot of times we have ways to concentrate fish, but not actually increase the biomass of fish available. And he said, you know, through their research, they've proven that it actually does. So this is a very vital way for us to create good habitat for reef fish. You know, mainly here, the red snapper, but also there's a large variety of reef fish that'll find a good home right here. We're gonna anchor up here and do a little snapper fishing. What it is, we got a big line of live bottom right here. And typically when we're fishing on a small artificial reef, we don't anchor, but this natural bottom, it can really be good. You got a big area, lots of fish, so we're gonna anchor up and actually chum and try to bring all those fish right here to the back of the boat and see if we can't get some snappers up here to the surface. All right, Brian, this is a little method we call chunking.
Chunking.
A lot of times we can more or less target just the red snappers. If we get rid of all the little pieces, we'll take these herring right here,
Yeah.
just put them in big chunks. I don't know why that red snapper likes to see them big chunks of dead bait. And so what we'll do, when we see them start coming up eating these chunks, we're gonna put a chunk on your hook, feed them out, and you know the rest. Here he comes, here he comes. He's looking, here he comes, here he comes. He ate it, click, 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 reel, reel, you got him. There we go.
Sight fishing the red snapper, baby.
That's it, you're good. Just be nice and smooth with them. I like to see what kind of barter we can make. We just traded half of a herring for a big red snapper. I think that was a pretty good deal.
I'd say so.
Look at that snapper. Mr. Brian, that's it. What a red snapper.
That's a life snapper for me. I've
That's
never
right.
caught one any bigger than that. He's beautiful. Thank you, Captain.
You bet. All right, let's go find another one of these guys. This guy gets to ride home into the eddy.
Typically, red snapper's a deep fish. They hover around, reefs, wrecks. Even, a novice like me knows that. These guys have figured out how to bring the snapper up, in which case we were freelining snapper with bait.
Now, and you just got to be ready to reel when I tell you to reel.
We could actually see them take the hook. And once they do, it gets exciting very quickly.
Okay, reel, 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 reel. There you go. There you go.
All right.
The fish need to be over 16 inches, and as you can see, this is well over 16 inches. This is one of the fish you don't even have to measure. He's 20-something inches. But this right here is probably about the perfect table fare fish right here.
Coming up on Chasing the Sun.
It has absolutely been one of the more interesting trips I've been on.
Not many times. I think that's the only time in my life when I've been pushed and fishing to the verge of no mas.
Chasing the Sun is brought to you by AFCO, American Fishing Tackle Company. Yozuri, fish the best. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Marine Max. High's Toggery, premium clothing for men and women. And by Ferry Topsider. Panama City Beach is known for its sugar white sand and emerald green water, arguably the world's most beautiful beach right here on the Gulf of Mexico. And when you've sunbathed and fished your heart out for the day, Panama City Beach has attractions and entertainment for all ages. When planning a trip to the beach, it's not about where to stay, but how to stay. A vacation rental is perfect for most families. Whether you're looking for a gourmet kitchen, a private pool, or a penthouse view of the Gulf, Resort Quest by Wyndham Vacation Rentals has condominiums and beach homes in Panama City Beach that are just right, so you can minimize planning your trip and maximize enjoying it.
Well, the whole key to catching these things is just to be patient enough to let them take the bait and swim off
That's
with it.
right. When you watch them swim up there and bite it, that circle hook works a lot better when they bite it and swim away with it. A lot of times those fish are still facing at you like this, and then when you're real tight, the hook comes out of his mouth.
You know, freshwater, people that are real into freshwater fishing have an instinct to set the hook, and
That's
if you do
right.
that, you're going to lose that fish.
That's exactly right. But you know what? You did a great job. This is another beautiful, beautiful Panama City Beach red snapper. That is a true American red snapper. And this is your number 2.
Yes, sir.
And I think we're gonna go back and throw these dudes on the grill.
All right.
All right.
Can't wait.
It has absolutely been one of the more interesting trips I've been on. We caught more amberjack than I can remember. Then ended up hooking into red snapper on a day that we were allowed to keep red snappers. Also caught a chocolate pogie.
This is an excellent eating fish, and you know they're not very big, but this is probably the porgies here are probably the most underrated fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
I've been pleasantly surprised with the amount of variety, the availability, how close you are to shore. At no point could we not see the buildings. You're never so far out that you absolutely had to have a huge fishing vessel. A good center console, or possibly even a good bass boat, could run these waters and fish on a day that you'd be able to go out. You don't need a $200,000 boat to go fish these waters. And that is one of the best things I think I like about it.
Not many times. I think that's the only time in my life when I've been pushed fishing to the verge of no mas. I've had enough.
I could feel a bruise on my own, but I didn't pick up a rod.